parts and service, please? All right, so this is stop one. This is stop one. We'll make her official now. I run in and get a bottle of water. Double check everything quick.
This was it. I'm hoping in the next 36 hours I'll have 1,500 more miles on my bike's odometer. Well, the weather looks good on my route, and I got a good night's sleep. Now we'll just see if all the planning and practice rides were worth it. So my original plan is to start out at 4 a.m., get 1,000 miles in by 9 or 10 tonight. That'll be enough for my Iron Butt Saddlesore 1000. Then get a quick few hours of sleep at a hotel and head back out about 5 a.m. to get the last 500 miles before the 3 o'clock deadline. If everything works out right, I'll have both the Saddlesore 1000, which is 1,000 miles in 24 hours, and a Bun Burner 1500, which is 1,500 miles in 36 hours. I just have to make the stops quick and hope nothing major happens. To prepare for the Iron Butt, I've been doing a lot of practice rides and route research. During this trip, I'll be hitting Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Kentucky in the next 36 hours if everything goes right.
All right, so I'm at my first stop. Asheville, North Carolina, and things are going great, so feel good. There's a little bit of fog and some curves on this I-40 stretch, which I've never been on, which was kind of cool. There's a few tunnels, that was kind of neat. I'm going to hit the same stretch of road tomorrow, so it'll be a lot more fun to see it in the daylight, which I've never done, so. Second receipt, so I've not had to go into the cashier yet. I'm sure that will change one of these times, but let's go ahead and get our pictures taken. Round 2. Let's do this.
Traffic issue I had the whole trip was about 3 hours after I started. My GPS app had suggested an alternate route due to traffic. I looked a little more and found out that the road was closed for a few miles. Luckily, I decided to listen to the app and get off. Apparently, some woman was in the back of a pickup truck shooting at the police about 20 minutes before I got there, and well, they ended up shutting the whole interstate down for several hours. Well, no gunshot wounds, and the detour only lasted about 15 minutes, so I guess I got off pretty lucky.
Alright, so this is stop number, I guess the first one was a start. Then first stop, gas stop, second gas stop. 280 miles in so far, and 280. Feel good, feel good. So I'm just gonna use the restroom quick, gas up, and I'm gonna go. Got a couple little things to do too. I have to, the highway peg was getting loose, so I gotta check that. All right, so time to get a few snacks out. Straighten you up a little bit. I got these like, they're like trail mix. They're pretty good, and I think I can eat them while I'm going down the road, so yeah, that should be good. Crackers. Peanut butter and cheese crackers. Alright, loaded that up. I think I put 4 of them up there, so this should be good for a little while. Should be interesting to see how we do when I eat them.
Yeah, I was surprised alright. The rear tire that I thought had more than enough tread for the trip was fading much faster than I expected. The tread was so far gone, in fact, I was contemplating turning around and heading home. I thought for sure my iron butt was done. There was no way I would be able to complete the ride on this tire. I wish I would have taken a picture, but I was just too dejected to think about that kind of thing. After the initial shock, I decided to figure out what my options were. I remember watching in a YouTube video somewhere, if you let Harley know that you were a traveler, they would do their best to fit you in quickly for any service needs you had. I looked at my route and found a Harley dealer on my course, about 3 hours ahead. I called them up, and luckily they had a tire and could fit me in that afternoon, which was perfect. Possibly, with some luck, I could still make both my Iron Butt riding goals. I just didn't know how long it would take to change the tire. I had to get there as quick as I could to make sure they had enough time to get my bike done before the end of the business day. The only thing I could think of is, so you're saying there's a chance? For now, my goal was time, not miles, so I had to take a back road shortcut for about an hour. That really hurt my miles per minute average, and fortunately I'd have to make that up tonight before I stopped. That, and however long the tire change takes, means less sleep tonight. At this point, I'm not sure just how much less sleep. I made it to the Harley dealer in Bridgeport, West Virginia about 3 p.m. I was hoping I made it in time to get the tire changed by the time they closed. The dealer was great and assured me I would be back on the road in a couple hours. RG's Almost Heaven is a must-stop if you're driving through the area or have a bald tire that needs replaced. I got a little rest in their very nice customer service area and, of course, purchased some HD merch. After 2 hours, it was time to get back on the road. With this unscheduled 2-hour stop, I would have to soldier on late into the night. Originally, I was hoping to get to the hotel around 9 or 10 p.m. This would add about 2 hours, which means an early start and a late finish to the day. I still felt pretty good and knew I had to be quick on the last several fuel stops for the day. At this point, I'm just not really sure if it's possible to make the 1,500 miles in 36 hours, let alone 1,000 miles in 24 hours if any other issues come up or if I get too tired. I still feel fairly good, however, the sun will be setting soon and I started riding over 12 hours ago. If I can get around Pittsburgh without too many issues, it will be hard, but I still may have a chance to make it. I made it this far. I'm not going to give up without a fight.